Welcome to O'Reilly Maths. This is the Junior Cert Higher Level Paper 1 from 2019. Question 1. There are 85 students in third year in Liam School. Part A says 2/5 of these students do business studies. Work out the number of these students who do not do business studies. Read the question carefully. Well, if 2/5 do business studies, that means the rest, which is 3/5, do not do business studies, and we have to work out what number is that. So we're trying to figure out what's 3/5 of 85. So you can do this on your calculator just by saying 3/5 multiplied by 85, and that gives you 51. You can also do it mentally. 1/5 of 85. In other words, divide 85 by 5. 5 into 8 goes once, carry the 3. 5 into 35 is 17. 7. So that's 17. 1/5 is 17, and then 17 times 3 is 51 for 3/5. Part B, 26 of the students in third year do art. Work out the percentage of students in third year who do art, correct to one decimal place. So 26 students do art out of a total of 85 students, and we have to express this as a percentage. So you write the fraction and you multiply it by 100, and you can do that in your calculator, and what we get is 30.588, and if we're correcting that to one decimal place, again read the question carefully, that would be one decimal place. That would be, okay, so to one decimal place you look at the second digit after the decimal point. What does this 8 do to the number in front? Well, it knocks the 5 up to a 6, so it's 30.6%. Don't forget the percent. Part C, the ratio of students to teachers in Liam School was 15:1. The school hired one extra teacher while the number of students stayed the same. The new ratio of students to teachers was A:1, where A is an element of the set Q. So the set Q is the set of rational numbers. That's basically fractions, numbers that you can write as a fraction. These number sets are in your tables book if you forget what these symbols are. Okay, so, well, what does that mean? The ratio of students to teachers in Liam School was 15:1. That means for every one teacher, there's 15 students. Now, they're hiring an extra teacher, okay? And they want to know then, the question says, put a tick in the correct box to show which statement is true. Tick one box only, so only one of these 3 statements here is true, and then give an example to support. Okay, so as we said, if the number of students stays the same, but they hire an extra teacher, that means the ratio of students to teacher would decrease, okay? Which means your A value here would be a number smaller than 15. So this is the box here. So the example, one way to look at it is if you hire an extra teacher, that means the number here goes up. So let's say instead of 15:1, we had 15. Let's increase the number 1 there. If we just increase it to 2, for example. If you look at this ratio, in this case the number of teachers has increased. And we try to express this ratio now as something to 1. In other words, if we're going to change this side here, 2 to 1, what did we do? We divided by 2. So if we did the same to this side, 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. 7.5 to 1, and 7.5 is a number less than 15. So that's just an example, but you could do many others as well.